I don't know.
No,
Okay, we're live.
It should be live on YouTube.
We're live.
Hey!
Awesome.
Hey, guys.
What is up? Well, we're Pure Fandom. We're going to let Reagan talk. Because she's so pretty.
Yeah, hold on. Here, you talk for a second because I don't have the doc up yet. I just realized.
Okay.
All right.
Live TV is fun.
Yeah,
Okay,
I know.
hi everyone. We're Pure Fandom. We're a website that is all about pop culture and geeks and nerds, and we write recaps and we react to TV shows and movies. And Reagan, are you ready?
I'm almost okay. Talk for like 2 more seconds. I'm almost ready.
Okay. So we can do intros while we wait. I'm Meg. I write for Pure Fandom. I'm a senior editor. I do recaps on, well, not anymore. I did recaps on Teen Wolf.
Rest in peace.
I know, right? Pour one out, but don't pour one out. And then I do Riverdale, and I'll be doing The 100 when that comes back, and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which starts tonight. It's still on. So if you're not watching us, I hope you're watching that. That would be a good pick. And then just like any weird random thing that pops my way. Who wants to go next?
I'm missing my show too. I normally cover Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, and I'm missing it for this. But I can go next. I got this finally. So I'm Reagan. I cover Arrow here, which is the most important thing to this discussion. And I just generally like nerdy stuff. I also cover, like I said, Crazy Ex-Girlfriend and the Bold Type in the summer or whenever it's going to decide to come back. And yeah, who wants to go next?
I'm Sarah, and I cover a wide variety of things.
Shows.
I cover lots of shows. A stint that's coming to Fox in January. I'm stoked. I don't write for any Arrow shows, but I'm a huge Arrow fan, and I ship all the ships.
Who doesn't?
Yeah. There are like so many ships throughout all 4 shows.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So many ships.
I'm Rosemary. I cover Supernatural and Disney because those things are exactly the same. I started out just liking The Flash in general, like started that day 1. But then I decided this summer to embark on the journey of watching the entire Arrowverse in episode order. And I did it.
We're proud of you.
Yeah, that's cool. So I'm Ellen. I'm the Flash writer. And starting next year, I'll also be covering The Crossing on ABC and the live action Teen Titans. So stay tuned for that. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Next year. I'll be writing Black Lightning next year.
Oh, yeah. That's one to look out for.
Okay, so I'm going to take the lead because I think Reagan's having tough technical difficulties. So we here at Pure Fandom have a whole bunch to say about Crisis on Earth X, the Elicity wedding, and the West Allen wedding, and I guess everything before, and there really wasn't much after. This is our 5th YouTube Live episode. We've done previous panels on Rogue One and Wonder Woman and Spider-Man Homecoming, and we most recently did Thor Ragnarok, which if you haven't seen that, I know this is not a Marvel thing. Just go do that next. So
all universes.
Right, it's the best thing ever. So,
Yeah, but
like
we
I
love
said,
DC the most.
well, today we all like DC the most because that's what we're here to talk about. We'll be talking about the Arrowverse in general, and then everything that went down on the crossover. So we already did intros, so I guess we can just dive right in.
All right.
Obviously,
just so you
spoilers.
know, yeah, my technical difficulties are over. I'm here 100% now.
Yay!
So
Yay!
Yeah.
Mommy can drink.
Yeah. Oh, I'm way ahead of you there.
BT Dubs, anyone who doesn't know this, Meg is the mom of the group.
Oh, yeah.
I'm always the
For
mom.
sure.
I was the mom when I was like in 6th grade. I was like, come on, girls, go.
Yeah, she's Pure Fandom's mama for sure. All right.
I love you all. Let's get going. Let's talk about Earth X. So Reagan, I don't know if you want to kick us off about just general impressions of the episode.
Yeah.
Episodes?
So, if y'all want to talk about your favorite parts, we can jump into that. Meg, do you want to go first?
Okay. So my favorite part of all of it, all 4 episodes, was most definitely the Leo, the Snart, the new Snart. I loved him. I love that. I just love the concept that you can take an old character in this universe and just like revamp him. And like instead of being this like snarky jerk, he's like, buddy, let's talk about your feelings. Like
A muffin.
let's
He was
get
a
in there.
muffin.
Yes.
Loved it.
And I think that's such a fun thing because you never are, I guess, stuck with one version of a character. You can always just switch it up.
Yeah,
We got
for
like
sure.
a Laura Lance, like she's been a million things. So I loved him. I think that little tiny part of the 4 episodes was my favorite thing. And his relationship with Ray, aka the Ray. Is he on Legends of Tomorrow? Because I'm not caught up on that.
No, he's gonna get an
No.
animated. He's gonna get an animated spinoff. It's
No.
like Freedom Fighters.
Who
The
greenlit
Ray.
that? No, I want like
Not me.
full Ray with
Yeah.
Leo, like shopping at IKEA and being perfect. I love them.
Yes.
Loved them. So that was my favorite part of the whole entire thing. Was those 2. If they don't have a ship name, we should figure that out too.
Oh, I'm sure they do somewhere on the
Leo.
internet.
Cold Ray.
Cold Ray.
Is that what his
Cold
guy
Ray.
is called?
I
Like
like
his guy's
that.
called the Cold Ray or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
I like
So that
that.
was my favorite.
Okay, Rose. Rosemary.
Oh, let's see. He was also my favorite character. Leo was.
Favorite? You have a favorite part? Maybe.
Yeah, my favorite scene was the wedding that got crashed by Nazis.
Oh, the first wedding.
Yes.
That poor
The first-
picture.
The first interrupted wedding, actually.
Yes, that was sad.
I loved all the action. Like, yeah, Nazis suck, but I loved how everybody just kind of went into action in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
And I also, my second favorite part, because I have 2, is the very beginning when Iris is freaking out about the RSVPs while Barry's trying to, fight King Shark for the 20th time.
Oh, that was so cute. Like everyone in the Arrowverse is like, did we RSVP to the West Island one? Oh, it was so cute.
And how Felicity's like, hey, we need to do this. And he's like, nah, but I'm kind of busy right now. It's just ninjas. But then the rest of the episode, he's like, I'm sore from the ninjas.
If you feel bad about procrastinating on your homework, just know that all the heroes procrastinated on RSVP. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
It
You can be a
was so last
superhero and
second.
still
I
a
don't think that
procrastinator.
Cara and Alex actually RSVP'd. I think they just showed up.
Oh, I think everybody kind of just showed up, actually.
Yeah.
It's a good thing it got crashed because there probably wouldn't have been enough food.
Yeah. Yeah, and I feel like they probably didn't bring like wedding gifts or anything because they were fighting crime like 5 minutes before. So.
Oh my god, I didn't even think of gifts.
Yeah, I mean, what?
Oh, I didn't
Barry
even
and
think
Iris
about
don't
that.
get any presents? Like, do they not have a blender? Because that's when you get your blender, is when you get married,
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
that's
the
true.
Wave Rider can like
Yeah.
use all like kinds of food and stuff for them, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. Sarah, do you have a favorite part? Sarah?
Your character to blow your mind. It's
Do it.
Felicity Smoke.
What?
No way.
My favorite part. Reagan's song.
Hold on, guys.
Oh.
They had to have the second wedding. That the first wedding for both.
Is she cutting out for y'all or just me?
Yeah, no, she's cutting out for me too.
Okay.
Oh no!
Put down your drink. Your internet bad.
Wait.
All right, I'm gonna guess that she's gonna say that her least favorite part was the interrupting wedding.
I think it's her favorite part.
No. Okay.
I know.
Can you hear me now?
I was trying to steal your favorite part, make it terrible because it was terrible. Go ahead.
Oh, my favorite part? I was waiting on Sarah.
Yeah, I think Sarah's frozen somewhere. She's
Okay.
frozen in her daiquiri.
Okay. Hello? Okay, so
Sarah like
Yeah.
keeps trying to come in.
I
Okay,
just
so
need to
Jenna-
know. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Who's, is that Sarah talking? Hello?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Wow,
that's me.
This is a disaster. Okay, I'm going to go. Sarah, you take care of your stuff. We'll come back to you. My favorite thing in the crossover just in general was Oliver and Felicity's relationship throughout the whole thing. I maybe think that the whole wedding thing at the end, which we'll get to that, was written a little strangely. I don't really totally agree with the way they wrote that, but I support it and I think it was cute. But just in general, like their whole process from, you know, the beginning, and then Oliver decides he wants to get married and Felicity doesn't, and then she decides she does. It's just so beautiful. Just a beautiful like 4-episode progression of their relationship. So that was my favorite thing. My favorite character is Cara Danvers because I just love her so much, and she's sunshine personified. Like honestly, I love her so much.
She's super.
She is super.
She is super. Her dress was awesome. I loved her her wedding dress where she was singing. Yeah, I know we weren't supposed to be paying attention to that because there was Nazis and stuff, but I was like,
no. Yeah, no, I was definitely paying attention. Okay, Ellen, you want to go?
Okay, I really like the Firestorm storyline. And it's like, okay, so we knew Victor Garber was gonna leave, but I didn't think it would be that emotional. And
I know.
yeah, like, so I just like Firestorm, you have these two guys, different backgrounds, different generations, but they come together, and it's like, you've really seen their relationship progress. I think Jax has had a lot of understated character growth on Legends, and it's like their acting was totally like amazing.
Oh yeah, for sure. It was.
Yeah,
I didn't even watch Legends of Tomorrow, you guys, and I was like sobbing.
oh man, you should start, man.
I know.
It's a really good show.
I watched about half of the first season. I need to catch up. Life is crazy.
Season 2 gets really good.
Really?
Yeah.
I've heard that.
Yes, really, really.
Sarah, are you back with us?
Firestorm.
Hello,
No.
Sarah.
No.
Okay.
Damn it. Hang on. 1 second. 1 second.
I get like little pieces of her.
Just random swearing. But that's Sarah, guys.
Yeah, it's Sarah. Okay, so let's go ahead and just discuss things that we didn't like. And I know for some of us that's maybe the whole wedding thing at the end, which I think we should talk about that kind of separate because I think we all have a lot of thoughts on it and on, you know, whether it was rude of Felicity to interrupt or if it was adorable. So we'll wait for Sarah on that because she has a lot of feelings about that. So hopefully we'll push that off. So hopefully she can participate. But why don't we go around and say, just in general, maybe our least favorite parts or things that we didn't like. Meg, you want to start?
Yes. Okay. So my least favorite thing was that oh my gosh, don't hate me. I love romance and ships, and like I get the whole thing was like for a wedding, but like they legit were like pausing and we're like, wait, but let's talk about our feelings. like no, there's Nazis. Like you can wait. And like I even asked my husband, I was like, would we ever in like this life or death situation be like, but let's talk about the progression of like our possible engagement? Like no. Like how about let's stay alive, let's keep our friend. Like that to me just felt a little too much emphasis on that stuff during like peak crazy. But other than like I appreciated the fact that they did give attention to Elicity throughout, so it wasn't just like boom, married. That was nice. But like it just some of their conversations when they had them, I was like, what are you doing? Like
it's like Nazis are gonna kill me, but oh my gosh, what if I don't get to tell Oliver I didn't mean it? But like, okay, no, let's focus on Nazis are gonna kill you. End of sentence for now.
I mean, I think that after 6 years, it's just kind of assumed that he knows how you feel about him.
Right.
Yes. So that was the only thing it kind of took me out of the action and like everything going on because I was like, but don't talk about that right now. Like talk about living. Yeah. Stay alive.
Right. Yeah. Survive for now.
Right. And I feel like everyone else was doing that, but there was so much like, but wait, what about marriage?
And you know, that is actually a really good point because, you know, it was Barry and Iris's wedding that got interrupted, and yet we heard a lot more during all of the fighting and stuff about Oliver and Felicity possibly getting married. Even though it's Barry and Iris who it all got messed up, they were more concerned about, you know, the staying alive. The things you should worry about in this situation.
Priorities.
Yeah, Barry and Iris just felt more like stable and confident about their relationship at the same time.
Yeah, that's true. Because they knew that they were getting married.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was basically just what they ended up doing, just finding someone to officiate it. Because as far as they were concerned, they've been married in their minds for
Since
forever.
they were 10.
Yeah, that.
They got married when they were 10. So
Yeah. Yeah, they like had a ceremony and everything when they were like children, right? I mean,
Yeah.
obviously it wasn't legal. You know, no, Diggle wasn't there, but
Who cares about legalities?
oh, you know what's really sad? Time can officiate marriages.
oh yeah, how many people in here now are ordained to officiate? There's three of y'all, right? Sarah
Not
can too
yet.
now.
Mm-hmm.
She
Why?
kid,
It's just
she
me and-
can't hear.
It's just me and Ellen who were inspired enough to go do that.
Well,
Why
it
was
literally took
already?
us the touch of a button, and it was done.
Making it sound
Never
so
know.
easy.
It is super easy. It
Like,
is
I thought there was
easy.
at least going to be a PowerPoint and a quiz, but no, it's just like, do you want to be ordained? What's your name? Click complete. Boom.
That's awesome.
I was
Surprising,
excited for a
Bob.
test.
And I called my county clerk's office and was like, look, this website, is this legit? Am I literally ordained now? And they're like, yeah, it's totally legal. You just have to show us your certificate of whatever.
That
Ordainment.
is
So where you guys got ordained, that's where I got ordained, and I've married like a dozen couples. So
I know you're a hero, Meg.
thank
Meg
you.
is like a real life superhero, you guys.
She's
Um,
like literally like making ships sail.
Yes.
Ah,
Yes,
I
she's
love it.
literally, yeah.
She's
Yeah.
the captain of all the ships.
Sorry, my cat's like attacking. Come on, baby.
Speaking of cats, I don't know if y'all can hear mine, but I locked one of them out and she's been crying at the door like this entire time. So if you can hear meowing, I'm sorry. She's really
That's okay.
clingy.
That's
So,
okay.
Sarah, can you hear us?
I can
are
hear.
you back? Oh,
She's like 1990 something dial up Sarah today.
she is.
Oh, we
It's like-
love you so much.
It's like somebody needs to get off the phone. I need to use the internet.
Mom.
Okay.
Oh, I miss it.
Okay, we're gonna skip Sarah again real fast, and hopefully she'll get. I feel mean skipping her. Are you here?
Oh, jeez. Things are falling apart, guys.
Yeah. Oh, he disappeared. Okay, so
I'm here.
I have a little. This is. Wait, is she here?
Who?
Sarah, I just heard somebody say I'm here. Oh, was that you? Okay. Anyway,
Just take a drink every time something goes wrong. Okay.
Meg ends up with alcohol poisoning by the end of it.
Wisconsin, please.
so this is a little bit controversial. I know. I did. In the beginning, with the whole Nazi thing, I was all for it because it's a comic book staple. Everybody wants to see Nazis get beat up. We hate Nazis. I mean, that's just like a universal hatred. So it works really well as a villain. But I did take issue with, I think that they romanticized it a little bit. I feel like it was maybe just a little bit disrespectful, like how much imagery there was and just how realistic to some real life deaths some of that stuff got just for the sake of like tension in a superhero show. So I would say that their depiction of Nazis was my least favorite thing. I think it could have been handled a lot better. I mean, it's not a problem to use Nazis as a villain, but I think that the way they did it wasn't great.
I think it was just. I'm sorry. Were you done?
Oh yeah, I'm done.
I think it was just that it was because that was my least favorite part too. Was the Nazis in general, but it was just so in your face. Like literally, you can see me. I pretended to try to live tweet the first night, and I was like, "So it just started, and I already see a city full of swastikas. Like, did we really have to see that before we even saw a character that we knew and liked?"
Mm-hmm.
And
And
it was,
that didn't bother me quite as much as like it was the second night that really got to me, and like they had all the heroes lined up in front of like a literal like body pit, which is just
That was too
really,
much.
really historically accurate in a way that it shouldn't have been, especially because we knew none of them were going to die there.
I
And
feel
it-
like
The real way that so many people died, it really hit me in the wrong way.
I feel
did
like
not
network
that.
television isn't the place for that kind of accuracy. There are regular movies and documentaries.
And sure, and there's certain shows where maybe historical shows and things like that where you can portray it that way. But I mean, this is superhero television, and so even the most serious episode is going to have an aspect of silliness to it and fantasy and stuff.
Exactly.
And so I feel like putting that kind of situation in it makes that situation out to be silly, and it's anything but. So that's my opinion on it. Sorry, that was kind of a rant.
Can you hear me now?
I agree.
Is that Sarah?
Yeah.
Sarah's here.
Maybe. She might be frozen again.
Okay, well, while we wait for that, Ellen, do you want to talk about...
She's going to go cry in her room, I believe she said. All right, go ahead, Ellen.
Oh, okay. So I wish we had more of like the full Legends gang, because like I think Legends has this really unique dynamic where they can like balance a lot of like serious or like certain hard kind of like context, but at the same time they still have a lot of fun. So I thought that they could maybe use a bit more of that, given the whole Nazi situation. But like at the same time, I understand like, you know, like Nate, Amaya, Zari, they're not so close to like Barry and Iris. Like I don't think Zari even like heard of them.
I mean, that's true. But I mean, you did have that one time where Nate was hanging out with Wally, so they could have just been hanging out as friends.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I mean, because really, other than Mick, because I'm in love with Mick, other than Mick, Nate is one of my favorites.
Yes.
And even the second that he showed up in the Legends episode the other night, he was being funny, and Mick was just happy to see him. Like, I knew I could count on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, can I just say, we have to, before we talk about like the weddings and get to that, can we talk about like crossover ships that came up in the show? I know there's like a few obvious ones.
Alex and Sarah.
Yeah.
I was so not on board, you guys, and I love it so much. They just did it right, I think.
Yeah, I wasn't sure, like, do you really need this going into it? Because in the end, they're just going to go back to, like, their different times on Earth. But, yeah, it worked out really, really well.
Yeah, my original thought was, like, well, okay, so they think that they can't get these two women together who, one of them's bisexual, one of them's lesbian. They think that they can't get them together without them automatically hooking up. But then when they did it, I really liked it. Like, they worked together. And so I see it. I don't think it's just like they think that that's just how they had to do it. Like, I really think that the chemistry's there, and I really think that it works. Surprising.
They used it to help the storyline, and that's what I like. Because when they started talking about Maggie, like, Sarah made that comparison of her with Nissa, and she's like, I had that too, and I think about going back every day, but I know that it's not what I need, so I don't. And so I feel like that's going to help her stop from backsliding back into Maggie, because I did love that ship too, guys, but you're never gonna not compromise on that.
And I think like you can see Alex gaining some confidence from Sarah, because like Sarah's like always so sure of herself, and she's like and like when they talk about, you know, their sisters and like their sisterly love, and like when they talked about their sisters, like, y'all know how much I loved Laurel Lance. I got so sad, but I hadn't even like made that tie, because, you know, Alex was really worried about Kara, and I was like, oh, you know, that's right. They both have these sisters that they just love so much, which, you know, had for Sarah. But so I thought that was nice little bonding moment.
Hey, Sarah, can we hear you yet?
I don't think so. She looks pretty frozen.
Oh, I hate that so much.
So I have two ships that I didn't think that I would have thought of until the crossover. So the guy from Legends who's actually Steel, Nate, right?
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, how much fun would that be? Like Girl of Steel, Boy of Steel, or whatever the F he is. And then so I thought they would be really cute, because I know like Manel, and he's all wifed up, and that seems like a lot of drama.
He might be wifed up, but some of us think he's not. But that's a completely different story.
Dun, dun, dun. And then the other one is I thought Caitlin from Flash and Adam, Ray, whatever he's called, Adam, the little guy.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Oh my God, you guys are
Adam. Okay, yeah.
super nerds.
Oh, I did
like,
not think of that.
get together. Like that.
Yeah.
I thought they would be great.
That is actually, I could see that. I like that. I hadn't thought of it.
Yeah, I can see that happening though.
Yeah. Okay, speaking.
Can you hear me?
Yes! Hi!
It's the laptop.
Okay, cool.
So we just have like Pure Fandom here now, just as an entity. There's Pure Fandom in the chat, separate from you.
It's fine.
Hey.
Okay, so speaking of, she was here earlier.
Was she?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She introduced herself. Remember, she ships all the ships.
Oh, yeah.
Stop.
Okay, but the Man of Steel thing, I have to talk about this. They should not have called him that. That is not his name.
Yeah, he's like Commander Steel.
What?
It would have been super cool if like Tyler Hoechlin showed up as Superman.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you want to say the words Man of Steel in your crossover, bring in the Man of Steel. Like, don't be just like jacking my boyfriend's name like that. It's not okay.
I kind of thought he was going to come in.
Yep, but he did not.
Okay, so like on that topic, I'm really, really worried for what we have in store for the future because Thawne was talking about how he's fought your boyfriend and freaking won. Like, what?
I know.
But it might be an unreliable narrator. Like, I don't believe a freaking word that comes out of his mouth.
Well,
yeah,
and plus,
maybe he fought like the Earth X.
Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking. I was like, oh my gosh, this is confirmation that Earth X Clark is not a Nazi. But then it was one of you guys told me that no, he's talking about like the Earth One, like Superman. But
it wasn't me. I know better.
So wait, but Superman and Supergirl aren't on Earth 1, they're on like Earth 3 or something.
Oh yeah, 38. That's my bad.
The question is who are like
Kara who is Earth 1?
Yeah, who are their doppelgangers on Earth 1? Like that's something that hasn't been addressed yet.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about that. There's got to be like a Kara Danvers. Well, I guess there wouldn't have to be a Kara Danvers on Earth 1, but
Wait. Is there though? Because this is so off topic.
Or maybe like Krypton 1 hasn't been destroyed.
That's what I'm thinking. Because like when we get the first ever crossover with the Flash showing up in National City, there's no
there's no Barry and Caitlin and Cisco.
The particle accelerator thing never went off there, so there's no metahumans on Kara's Earth. There's only aliens, and on our Earth, other than the Dominators showing up, there's no aliens. There's only metahumans.
So do we think the Earth 1 Krypton never exploded, you guys?
Is there an Earth 1 Krypton?
There's too many theories.
Okay, well, Universe 1 Krypton. So it's like Earth 1.
Not Earth. It's Universe, right? Yeah, Krypton 1.
Right.
We are so off topic right now.
What happened?
Okay, now that Sarah's here, you guys, I think we got to talk about this wedding thing, right?
Yeah.
It's time.
Okay. I gotta go. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, I have a question for each of you. We can go around and answer it. The double wedding. Did we like it? Did we not? Was Felicity's interruption rude? Was it adorable? What do we think?
I can go first.
Okay.
Because I feel like I'm going to have an unpopular opinion. And like I say this as someone I just want everyone to make out. Like I ship everyone with everyone. Like everyone. So I, as a former bride, a now wedded lady, like if that shit happened where like Nazis invaded my wedding and then I was like, all right, I'm going to have like a little campy do-over in the park with Diggle and vomit. Like post-funeral. And then my maid of honor and best man were like, BT dubs, we're getting married and we're not going to let you finish your sentence. I'd be like, what?
Yeah.
Like, what? I'm going to throw you in that pond over there or whatever it is. Like, I thought it was just, I don't know. I feel like it was distracting from the beauty of the Elicity wedding and all the build up to that by me worried more about Iris's feelings than like how happy I was to see them get married. So I wish they would have like taken a pause, clapped a little bit, and then been like, wait, let's not leave. Let's also get married. Yay, but let's step over here because Diggle, you threw up right there. Yeah. And then they could get married. And I think that would have been great. And then they could have gone out to brunch in their funeral clothes / wedding clothes. And so like to me, it was distracting because I was like, what are you doing?
I think this
instead of being
Iris is a saint.
Yeah, the fact that she didn't like grab her by her hair.
Or
But like,
her neck,
obviously,
the throat. Okay, can I jump in here? Because Meg, you said your opinion was unpopular, but I'm kind of right there with you. And I mean, people know I'm like majorly an Elicity fan. You know, I'm like making Elicity articles, and I get comments from people who are like yelling at me because I'm too Elicity. So I'm like Elicity as heck. But
I'm shocked.
oh, I know this is a huge surprise, you guys. But for both couples, because I love West Island and I love Felicity, I think it was adorable. I think the double wedding thing was adorable. I wish Felicity had waited like 2 more seconds and just did, like Meg said, just like another ceremony afterward. I don't understand why they wrote it that way. And I don't even blame the character of Felicity, because I feel like they didn't write it with the intention for it to be rude. So I feel like because it wasn't written into her character to be rude, it's not rude. You know, do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. So I don't think she's rude. I just think it was poorly written, and the way that they intended it to be perceived is not how it came across. And you know, we have waited for this couple to get married for years, and this is how they did it. So I don't know. I love them so much, and I feel like they deserved more.
I feel like that was kind of a crumbling to a pressure. Sorry.
No,
like
you're
that
okay.
was a crumbling to a pressure of Hollywood thing, though, because I can't think of it off the top of my head, but I know I've seen that similar thing happen where the wedding's going on and they're like, wait, let's get married too at the last second.
You have? I have never seen this before.
Like I said, I can't remember the exact thing that I saw it on, but I know I've seen it.
I feel like I've seen it before too.
Isn't that a Wedding Crashers? Where like they're getting married.
I don't know. I've never seen
the name. Crash the wedding.
They crash parties.
Starring Olicity. Yay. But yeah.
Okay, let's hear from Sarah, because I know she doesn't agree with me, and she's my Elicity buddy. So let's hear from her real fast.
So I've had time to think about it, and I knew you were going to ask. So my opinion is that it doesn't make sense to me, mostly because they did the whole mid-season finale advertisement at the end of it all, and they showed them having like the reception and the cake, and why didn't they just wait? I don't get it.
Because that was not legal what they did. Like when they did the serial killer wedding, just as legal as their Diggle Vomit wedding.
Well, so, and like okay, on one hand, I think that it's great that I think they kind of came full circle back to the 4 of them. And I think that I can see what the writers were trying to go for. But like Meg said, maybe like, why did she interrupt? And like the looks on their faces when she first said, wait, Iris looked like she was going to smack someone.
Yeah. And I feel like maybe that was more Candace than Iris, because I feel like Iris was supposed to be written to do it, but I feel like maybe Candace was there just like, this is really dumb, and I'm offended on behalf of my character.
It just, I don't know, it just in maybe like if Iris and Barry are going to go do their thing the next episode, maybe I could feel a little bit better about it, but they didn't show that happening, and it's not really fair.
Well, yeah, he's going to be kidnapped.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Wait,
and
what?
it's not really fair that Oliver and Felicity get to go off and like do it again. And I don't know. The mid-season finale premiere is what swayed me for sure. I was on the fence before that.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel like, because they did push the crossover up by 1 week, so I feel like the writers kind of maybe lost track of their progression of events a bit. And then suddenly they realized, oh, we could do like a 2 weddings and a funeral. And it's like, yeah, so they like tacked it on. And so yeah, like one reason why the scene is weird. And like, I think another thing is the tone coming right off the funeral was just wrong. Cause like, I think like, okay, Iris and Barry were like, oh, we're just gonna do like a small quiet thing. But then suddenly it becomes like this happy group thing in the park. And it's like, it just felt really off and bizarre to me. And it's like, I feel like Joe deserves to see the actual thing.
Yes, that too. For sure.
Yeah, so Joe wasn't there. I'm just like, no.
Well, and plus, I mean,
can y'all taking care of these kids or anything?
I mean, can y'all imagine if like Jax was there and saw this double wedding going on? Like, literally like a foot away from the funeral.
Bad taste.
Or, you know,
super bad taste.
No, actually, even before the funeral, like they quickly shifted to make like the thing go back to being comical, like make a period, and then he was like, "Hey, boss, you hit that," and it's like so they were already like suddenly just throwing in the jokes, like even before the wedding. So like before the wedding even happened, the tone was really wrong.
I feel like I understood what they were trying to do, and I'm happy that everybody's married now because, I mean, it's not like we've been waiting for this since pilot episodes. But
not for us. She wasn't on the show. Episode 3. Waiting for episode 3.
Episode 3, yeah.
That's
but
true.
continue.
Yeah. Honestly, I shipped in with Laurel season 1 too, but I really meant West Allen. West Allen pilot episode.
Yeah.
But I kind of got it with Felicity though, because when you look at the whole crossover story as a thing, and when you look at all of Arrow, I think it's not that she didn't want to be married to Ollie, because who wouldn't? It's just that she was scared that the exact same thing would happen. The engagement is what scared her.
Mm-hmm.
So while I agree, it was completely crazy to interrupt and be so rude to her best friends, but it was just kind of a, hey, if I do this right now, I don't have to go through all the crap and think if maybe something will happen in a week. And we almost just died, so let's just seize the moment. Carpe diem. Let's be married. William can have a family. I'm so happy William has parents.
Oh. And I asked about this on Twitter because I knew we were going to talk about this today. And one Felicity fan commented and said that it was really beautiful how it was like full circle, because these two couples, like you had, I don't know, it was like season 3 of Arrow or something, when Barry and Oliver are talking about like guys like us don't get the girl. So it was really beautiful that they both got the girl at the same time. Mm-hmm. So I kind of see for like the whole full circle like beautifulness they were going for. I think they just didn't execute it that well. So I mean, I like what they were trying to do. They just didn't do it right.
I loved that scene in the tuck shop where Barry gives Ollie the talk, and then Oliver's like, I'm supposed to be the wise mentor.
Yeah, that's true.
For everything except romance, though.
Do what?
I said full circle. I didn't hear Ellen, though, because I'm loud.
Yeah. Ellen, what'd you say?
Oh, I was like, Oliver's the wise man for everything except romance. Barry's the romantic one.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, and he asked Kara to sing Running Home to You again. That was so nice.
That made me so emotional.
The only time I've ever seen that song or heard it at all was during Barry's proposal. So it took me like 2 or 3 bars to catch it. And I was like, oh my God, this is the song when he proposed. It's so beautiful.
It was actually written for the show for them. So that's where it came from.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, I think it was the and I may be wrong about this, but I think it was the writer behind La La Land, maybe? It was some big, like, Oscar-winning music writer.
Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
They had one from Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. She wrote one of the songs.
Super Friend.
Yeah. Yeah. They had different writers for all of them, but I think that one was, I think it was La La Land, but, don't take my word for it. Like, Google it. But it was some big musical that had just come out that was really popular, and they had the writer write that. And it was so musical. Me too.
Wait, speaking of musicals, even though he's not musical in the show, and he's musical in Newsies, can we talk about how hot Earth... Sorry, I just killed someone. Can we talk about...
She mentioned Jeremy Jordan in Newsies, guys. You have no idea how upset I am with that right now.
Sorry. So he was I loved him as like General Wynn or whatever he was on Earth X, where he was just like
his costume was so hot.
Let's just talk
I don't
about
know
that.
when they just let him grow that double big works.
Fingerless glove. The hair.
Ellen, keep going, girl.
Sorry.
No, yeah, I liked him. I was kind of sad that like Cisco was asleep for most of the episodes, and just like the characters didn't really fit in,
Yeah, and I kept wondering why Cisco wasn't just gonna like vibe them out of there, and I guess maybe that's why.
Like the pipeline suppresses
But I
their
mean,
powers.
but I mean, he woke up. Oh, but he was in the pipeline. You're right.
Ellen
Yeah,
keeps us
okay.
straight, guys. She's got all the facts.
She's got
Thanks,
this.
Ellen.
I got this.
So yeah, I was sad that Jimmy Olsen died right away. Like I was like, oh, that's all you get to do here, baby. I'm sorry. That's sad. So, yeah,
Wait, Jimmy Olsen was in this?
For like
Yeah.
5 seconds in the Supergirl episode, that's who Ollie killed at the beginning before he came over to Earth 1.
Yeah. I didn't
I
recognize him at first too.
I
Like,
completely missed that.
they called him,
it started
they
off
didn't
bad.
call him Guardian though, they called him the Rebel when he was talking to whoever he
I
was.
must have been tweeting. This is why I shouldn't live tweet you guys. I miss things.
It was really sad.
Yeah. I'm
was
actually
sad.
kind of glad I didn't see it, actually.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Guardian looks kind of like a non-robotic war machine
Oh.
on Earth X.
Can we talk about how Oliver from Earth X was actually like sweeter and nicer than regular Ollie? I was like, can we swap? Like,
He's
I
definitely more
realized
in touch with his
it's
feelings.
not a thing. Like, there's no way dude would be general, like, or whatever they call him. I was like, no way that anyone would be like, let's follow him. I think that the dad, what's his name? Sorry, guys, I'm like a couple beers in. I can't remember the dad's name. Laurel's dad, Mr.
Quentin?
Land.
Oh, Quentin,
Okay,
yeah.
Like,
Is it-
let's put him in charge. He was scary as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, mushy cinnamon roll Oliver is in charge.
Wait, here's what I didn't understand that though. Not because of his personality, but how the hell do we go from Hitler being the Führer to Oliver freaking Queen? What qualification made that? Because the title that they were calling him was Hitler's title, guys.
Yeah. Well, I think that used to be like a political title.
But Oliver Queen.
Oh.
Well, yeah. Okay, I mean, if we're going to talk about unrealisticness over on Earth X, why are all of our characters on Earth X happen to live in like the same city and like know each other?
That's a good point too.
You know, I mean, like, where did Oliver and Kara meet? Why is Wynn like in the same area? I
College.
mean, everybody.
They're college sweethearts, right?
Okay. Okay, I clearly don't know anything.
Well,
I'm
I'm
just
wondering if the population is just extremely decreased because of, Nazism.
Yeah.
And also they made it sound like they kind of made the one country world because they just kept calling things the fatherland, even though this is clearly
That's
America.
Germany, though.
And
Yeah.
I know, but none of them actually had German accents.
It's true.
Anyone.
Kara sounded like she almost used to have a German accent, and she's been around long enough in like America to kind of get rid of it. Because did y'all notice she talked differently from our Kara?
Oh yeah.
Oliver talked kind of the same, but Kara had, I don't know if it's German or something sort of behind it.
And
I
she
feel
had
like that
lipstick.
car would have gotten along with Astra's husband.
That's true.
I thought it was really funny how they make like Earth X, Oliver, and Kara keep wearing those masks as if we wouldn't recognize them straight away.
I know.
And
that was just
Oliver and Kara are like, this person has like my same body structure and all my same skills. Like, I wonder who it could be.
Right? Like, I think
Exactly.
I recognize
And then,
my
like,
moves.
yes, and then
Like, yeah, those are my.
that's
me.
I feel like that was a filming tactic to make it easier to do the fight scenes because obviously that's a double wearing the mask.
Okay, but in the last minute of the episode, they like pull off their masks and like the music is like dun dun dun, and it's like we knew who that was.
It's like,
oh my gosh, it's Oliver and Kara.
I did not know that.
We knew, yeah.
a flying blonde girl and an archer who never misses. Who does that remind us of? Oh, look, it's Roy.
That would have been
been
hilarious.
funnier.
Oh yeah, but we would have known that was Roy because he'd just be flipping all over the place.
You have no idea how much
You're
I
just
miss
like-
Colton Haynes, guys.
Parkour.
Yeah.
Parkour.
Yeah, it's like, oh my gosh, I think that's Nazi Roy because he keeps flipping and he's wearing like an ugly mask. Like that is totally Roy.
Can we talk about how like those masks though, like way better at keeping your identity than like Oliver's emo mascara
This
smear?
does not do
Yeah.
anything. Like, sorry.
Like
It's
that was
kind of
actually
a
Your boyfriend literally just wears glasses.
Yeah.
It's the posture.
Oh no!
It's the posture.
It's because when he's Clark, he's a clumsy little shit.
Yes. It's the personality and the posture and everything. Oliver acts the same whether he's shooting someone with an arrow or like being the mayor. He's just all grumpy.
Yeah.
He's just
Yeah.
a dick all the time.
He's a perma grump. But yeah, I prefer Nazi Oliver. Oh, that's a terrible sentence, but
Oh,
it's true.
Yikes.
I
This
prefer the
hurts.
Nazi.
Can you guys recognize me?
Yeah.
No. Who is that?
I don't know. I've been
It's
thinking about
me.
taking mine off the whole time because they're
Meg.
scary.
Me, Meg Bonnie, not superhero lady.
Mine are
Yeah, I
glaring
just
like-
wanted to test the theory.
no, this is bad. This
You
is
look
bad.
okay. I'm not even defending Superman right now, y'all. She looked really different.
Who, me?
Like no bias. Oh, Meg, look, but I didn't see
Oh.
you, Sarah.
Okay, wait, right?
Yeah, you look more similar. Okay, wait.
It's me. I'm here to save you.
Who is that?
Oh.
Okay, without the glasses, you're
You
the
guys.
unicorn. You're the unicorn, and then with the glasses, you're Meg.
It's true. It's true.
We're getting
I'm
off
just
topic.
here saving
can do-
people.
We're so off topic. Okay,
What's the
I'm
topic?
sorry.
Oh my god.
I kind of keep forgetting that we're live and we're not just like talking. Anyway,
Mhm.
Welcome to Pure Fandom. This is a live depiction of our Slack chats that we have every day.
yep.
That's a fact.
So you guys, let's see. What do we want to add here? Anything anybody wants to talk about?
Maybe
Um,
something that we wish would have happened that didn't.
Can I just say,
Yes.
Oh,
Oh no.
Go back to
she
the
went back
computer,
the old
not a
laptop.
laptop.
What is she doing?
my phone died.
Okay. You
I
love
love
what?
that she has so much booze behind her, and she's like, I have no problem
Oh,
stacking the
shit.
drinks,
I don't
but I
know
can't
what's-
charge my phone.
Okay, you love what?
Tommy.
Oh yeah,
Oh
Tommy's
yeah.
there.
Oh my god.
I cannot believe. I'm sorry. I'm going to steal your thing for a second, Sarah, because I cannot believe they gave me
You can't
Tommy
hear me
back.
anyway, so that's fine.
They brought Tommy back just for him to be a Nazi, just to make me watch him die again. Like,
With a freaking cyanide pill.
why did they do that to me, dude? Why do they hate me this much, you guys? Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
That's
That
what I was gonna
kinda
say.
sad. Who else came back? Did anyone else come back that we weren't expecting besides Tommy?
Hmm.
We
Where
were expecting Leo because he was in
Was Laurel.
Okay, yes.
Oh,
the-
They had such an opportunity, you guys.
Anything, I would have expected Ollie to be married to Laurel on Earth X because
Oh, that
on every
would be
other
cool.
universe they're supposed to be.
Oh no, we made
And all
Mary
of a
mad.
sudden, Cara.
Yeah, like Oliver X and like Black Siren on Earth X.
Yes, but seeing him kiss Cara was much more entertaining. Yeah.
Anyway, y'all, they had
No.
such an opportunity with. They could have brought Laurel on Earth X and had her like a comic book Black Canary, like kicking Nazi ass, and instead they had no Laurel. I mean, we have an evil Laurel. They could have done like Earth X could have had like a good like freedom fighter Laurel, but no Laurel at all. I'm
Or
not bitter
Tyler
about it, though.
Hoechlin and gone a different way with him, and like, how freaking great would that be?
Yeah,
Oh, wait, no, then he would be a Nazi. I don't know if Reagan.
he wouldn't have been a Nazi though. He
He
would
would
have
just
been.
be in love with the Nazi.
No, Reagan's
So
got a
Romeo
point.
and Juliet.
He could have been a regular, like good like us. So then him and Cara could have fought and been like, I don't understand why you're like this. We were given this opportunity to help, and you're just being a jerk.
Yeah,
That's
I just
wisdom.
I know with my whole heart that if Earth X Clark Kent exists, he's not a Nazi. I'm sorry. Anyway, anything else, you guys?
Oh, Reagan.
I love that Leo is back.
Reagan.
I'm kind of irritated that Ray didn't stay because technically this is Ray's Earth too. Like I didn't understand why he had to go back to Nazi land.
Oh yeah, that's
The only thing that's plausible to me is that unfortunately we just couldn't afford Russell Tovey all the time because he's awesome.
Yeah.
Or maybe for his spinoff, you guys said there was an animated spinoff of him. Maybe it takes place on Earth X or something.
It does.
Him and Win.
It does.
Yeah, it does. I think.
Logistics,
It doesn't
y'all.
make it better for me. I don't get to look at his actual face. I have to look at him animated, like
Yeah,
how
you
we
know,
look at Vixen animated.
I think this would be a really good live action show. They should have done it. I mean,
Yeah.
they're kind of filling up their schedule, but
They
anyway.
probably don't have enough budget.
They'll probably
Yeah.
just do what they do with Vixen and make it like short little episodes because literally I watched all 2 seasons of Vixen yesterday because the whole season together is 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's really short.
it's on CWC. Go.
I watched some, but I didn't realize that it.
Have you not watched the ones that have like Oliver and Barry and like Felicity in them? Those are the only ones I watched. I'm sorry, guys.
The ones I watched.
Well, I watched it on the
Barry
app on my
one.
phone, so it was like all one thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, but didn't they bring Vixen onto Legends? Did that happen? I don't watch.
No, they
Legends.
brought Vixen onto Arrow for like 2 episodes.
Oh, well, I knew that, but then I thought she was in
like
Legends.
now there's like
Okay,
another Vixen.
Yeah, so
Oh.
that thing that she has that makes her powerful, it's a
Mhm.
family heirloom. And so the Justice Society of America from back in World War II had their own version, and it was our Vixen's grandma. Because it's the same thing.
So basically, they couldn't get the same actress, so they got a new Vixen.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, I have a question. So I don't watch Legends. Who was the Legends girl with the red necklace? Who is that?
Oh, that's Zari. She's new to this season and she's from the future.
It's got some kind of wind power, and she's Muslim, and that's really all I understand about her backstory.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
and
kind of
like,
awesome.
yeah, like she and Amaya, Amaya is the Justice Society Vixen.
Yeah.
Like because they both get their powers from like some kind of totem, so like their storylines are linked somehow. And the Arrow Vixen sister is evil and is trying to attack Zari. Yeah.
Wow. That show sounds like it's got a lot going on.
I need to watch that.
Watch
sober,
it.
I think.
Yeah.
I mean, there's like 12 characters over there, and 2 of them, just that story sounds like a lot.
Guys, you will love Mick Rory so much more if you watch
Yes!
Legends.
Oh my god.
Oh my God! Yes.
I hated him.
Yes.
And then I watched Legends, and now he's my favorite freaking character.
I like him a lot. I watched most
Absolutely.
of Legends. I'm just not caught up on this season. So like, and like, there's such like a high turnover rate of their regular cast. Like they just
That's
like
true.
swapping out characters.
Actually,
So, like-
no, not really. Only like the hot people left.
Yeah.
I love Ellen's commentary.
I do too.
Just like
I love
let's just
her
lay
so
it out
much.
there.
Oh, can we talk about like Reverse Flash? Because like I thought he died in Legends last season.
Okay, y'all,
He was supposed to be eaten by Black Flash.
He made it seem like, okay, remember how last season in Legends he was like always running all the time?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think it was like different parts. I don't know how, but I feel like he split himself up somehow.
Yeah,
And I
the
feel
time
like
remnant
one of those
thing.
split ups, yes, a time remnant. I feel like one of those split ups came over to Earth X real quick, and that's how he escaped, because he said specifically that he was from this Earth and he had just run away at the right time.
Yeah.
I just try not to think about anything involving that.
Yeah,
when
it's
you
a bit
squint,
confusing.
You're too drunk; it'll hurt your head.
Like,
Yeah.
You guys, okay, we got to talk about Don Allen. We
I'm the
almost didn't
silent-
talk about that.
I'm the silent drunk in the corner.
I see that.
Hey, but at least you're moving. You were frozen.
You were frozen.
You were a frozen drunk in
Fun
the
kind
corner.
like Elsa. God, I can't talk, and I'm like drinking.
Elsa?
I said not the fun kind like Elsa.
It's true.
Oh,
Well-
frozen. Oh my gosh, I just got that. Wow, you guys.
Reagan.
He's drunk.
Oh yeah, but like,
A little bit.
can I just say also like Reverse Flash with Earth X Oliver and Kara. So like they're supposed to be this super bad trio. But we've already seen him be part of a super bad trio. And like the Legion of Doom was just awesome. So they didn't really live up to that.
I didn't understand the actual hierarchy. That's from Legends, Reagan. I see your confusion. It's from Legends.
Yeah,
Anyways,
sorry.
I didn't understand the hierarchy there.
What
because
show were y'all watching?
Legends, come back. All right.
So
So
on Legends,
crossover.
you had like Reverse Flash, Damien Dark, and Malcolm Merlin.
Ugh, Malcolm
and
Merlin.
they
Did
were
they
the
kill
Legion
him
of
yet?
Doom.
That sounds like
no.
just madness. Mm-mm.
Okay. So, anyways, the hierarchy. I don't understand, because Ollie was the Hitler, and Supergirl was the general, but somehow Thawne's still calling shots. They had no respect for each other.
I have a question.
What?
Maybe you Legends people can answer this. I am so confused. So this was Earth 1 Thawne,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Well, where did he find these Nazis?
He found a breach
Came
and
to
came over
them.
to Earth X.
Yeah.
He just went. He was just like, I'm gonna go get me some Nazis, and we're gonna go.
Because he was running. He was running from time because there was like this Reaper Wraith type thing chasing him from.
No, it was Flash.
Is that the thing from? Okay, so when Barry, I don't even remember what season this was, but Barry makes two of him, and then they're like running around the circle thing.
Yeah. So
That
Thawne did that, and one of those went over to Earth X, and that's what we're dealing with here.
Yeah.
So there are two Thawnes?
No, everyone that's here, all the ones he's made that are here, are dead. There's been a Reaper
Nick,
Black
are
Flash.
It's a past version of Thawne.
Okay,
So
you know what?
Felicity wedding.
Okay, anyway.
Let's talk about Dawn.
Yeah, let's talk about Dawn Allen.
Well, okay, that's just a theory, right? Because I messaged Reagan during the episode, and I was like, "What the f did I miss?" Like, because everyone was on Twitter was talking about Dawn Allen, that little the waitress girl.
Yeah,
and I was like, "Did I miss something? Was this on like a different show?" And I was a little behind on Supergirl, but that's just a theory that everyone has that's the daughter.
That's who it is. We all know that's who it is, but yeah, it hasn't been
confirmed.
So Meg,
yeah.
You remember on Supernatural when Dean goes back in time and meets his parents?
Of course.
Okay, so that look that Dean got when he sees Mary is the exact look that Dawn had when she looked at Barry. That's why it's like Endgame. That's who that is.
Gotcha. Or like when Sam's just standing there crying, like,
yes.
I don't know who you are, baby.
Well, okay, also, you guys.
Where's the twin though?
Y'all may not.
Have a twin brother.
What?
I don't know. Where's the D-O-N, Alan?
Yeah.
It's D-A-W.
No,
okay, yeah. I got you now.
She's like, that's not how you spell Dawn.
Yeah, okay. I'm good now. Okay, you guys. One of the writers, I don't remember which one, said on Twitter before the crossover that there was like going to be a special guest or something. And so everybody was already theorizing that it was going to be Dawn Allen. And then this waitress shows up and she totally looks like she could be Iris and Barry's daughter.
Yeah.
And so it just fit really well. Which is
Is
why
that
we
why
all
she
just
said,
assumed.
remember to say I do? Because she knew that Felicity was going to like jack their
Okay.
wedding?
I was saying this earlier, not exactly that, but I do think it's interesting they didn't actually say I do. That was the one instruction that his future daughter gave him. Remember to say I do, and they did not say those words.
Yeah.
I don't know how it could be important, but it seems really strange to me.
Well,
I'm
as
just saying.
an ordained
That they were
minister,
actually married.
yeah, you have, that's like part of the legality of it. Like Felicity,
You have to say I do?
well, yeah, it's like that's, you're agreeing to the contract. So marriage is a contract,
So
y'all.
like,
It's
I'm married.
Romantic.
Declaration of intent.
Legally.
Mhm.
Okay, so does that mean that West Allen isn't married either, though? Because they did not say I do.
Well, I'm pretty sure that Diggle will still sign their marriage certificate. So, like, the ordained minister is supposed to take that as their intention. But I'm sure
Because who's going to tell them that they didn't?
Dawn Allen, not D-O-N.
You guys are not married. Let's do it again. Nobody invite Felicity. I feel like I need to stop roasting like my favorite character.
I feel
Sorry,
like
Felicity.
really sad though, because that comparison I just made to you, Meg, I feel like that symbolizes that from Dawn's future, Barry's not around, because we didn't even see her interact with Iris, so that wasn't even a necessity to her. Like, she sees Iris all the time.
Nope, we're not doing this. I'm not talking about this.
That just got real sad.
Y'all do not get me crying on this live stream right now. Barry is not dying. He's not going anywhere.
We have to cry because we have to talk about something legit.
Oh no.
Diggle's vomit.
I got
That made me cry.
I got a text the day after the crossover was over. My cousin texted me 2 words. Gray died.
Oh,
And that hurt my freaking heart.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
Because we all knew that he was leaving because we got that news
I
bulletin.
thought he
Yeah, but
was
I
going
didn't
to
think he would actually die.
Yeah, I thought it was going to
Yeah.
be like a nice little, I'm going home to raise my grandson and be with this daughter who just appeared out of magic. And then, boom, he's freaking dead.
No, this is the same crap they pulled with Laurel. She was like, I think I'm going to quit the team and I'm going to go be like the district attorney and like everything's going to be fine. Stabbed. And so now it's like, well, he was going to, retire and be with his family. No, shot. Like, are you kidding?
No, it's not just he gets shot and he dies. He gets
I
shot.
know, and then
from the other side of the room, screaming. That was so painful. And then he actually survives, but then like he's in so much pain, and then he has to ask Jax, like to cut the Firestorm connection and kill me. It's like, oh god.
Okay, yeah,
Did
y'all are
Jax
gonna
be
do it.
Firestorm
Y'all gonna make me cry.
That was really sad.
Yeah.
So is Jax gonna be Firestorm now
I don't
because
know,
he
that's what
had
I'm
like
wondering.
Or is he gonna be
accent?
sticky?
No, as in
Be a sticky spider.
takes away his powers, so he's just a regular Jax now.
How does he get
Oh.
sticky?
Okay, but
Wah,
wait.
wah.
No, rewind. Hold up.
Get it?
What?
Didn't he have some kind of something going on that made him compatible with Gray anyway?
No, he just. I think it's just something like radiation.
He just had like it was like, yeah, it was the genes, like the
Yeah.
chromosomal compatibility or something.
Yeah, but it doesn't. That doesn't actually give him powers.
They still have to keep him around because he's the only one that knows how to fix the freaking Wave Rider.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll still be around.
Yeah, he'll still be around.
Okay, guys, it is 9:01 Central Time, which means that we are a minute over how long we were supposed to do this for.
No.
So do we have any final thoughts? We're gonna wrap up.
So final thought, I thought, especially coming off of like a disappointing, don't get me started. I know you're gonna have rebuttal to this. Justice League heroes coming together didn't really like pop off. Reagan, stop it. Didn't pop off the way we thought it would. So like having this like DC with like all of these like amazing like gay and lesbian characters like kicking ass, it just like reinforced my love for DC. So I'm very happy with the crossover. Diggle vomit aside, illegal weddings aside, interrupting weddings aside, like I'm happy. I think that it really just made me love all these characters even more.
Okay. I can accept your Justice League shade because you ended it with, but my DC love is reignited. So it's okay. But Justice League was awesome and you're wrong. Anyway, Sarah, do you have any final thoughts?
I mean, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
I was really upset about how you brought him back just to kill him. And I was really pissed off that we
I think she was talking about Tommy
Yeah.
Yeah. She,
cutting out.
It froze again.
Frozen Sarah.
okay.
Oh.
And
I think yeah, she's frozen. Okay, Ellen, tell us what your final thoughts are.
they're married.
Oh, I think you guys all said it already. Marriage problems aside, it was pretty good, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like this time, like kind of like the heroes already know each other, so like they just all quickly meshed and like started fighting.
Oh, that reminds me. And Rosemary, we're gonna get to you in just a second. After this, I have to ask you all to pick between Crisis and Invasion. But Rosemary, say your final thing real fast, and then we'll go around and we'll just say it real quick, and then we'll be done.
This was definitely one of my favorite experiences of the entire Arrowverse, hands down. There.
Awesome.
Drop my
Okay. Meg, Crisis or Invasion?
For sure, Crisis.
Sarah, Crisis or Invasion? Okay, Crisis. Anyway, Ellen, Crisis or Invasion?
Invasion.
Oh,
Ellen,
okay.
fucking love that girl.
Rosemary, Crisis or Invasion?
Okay, I'm gonna say Crisis, but I liked how how Kara was fighting a Dominator in the beginning. Was like, these guys are so last year.
Yeah, that was so cute. Yeah,
So Crisis.
mine is Crisis too, but Invasion was very good. So that is all we have. Thanks everyone so much for hanging out with us. We hope you had a great time listening and you've had as much time as we have. And I know we got off topic a lot and I'm sorry if you're watching this, but hopefully you had fun hanging out with us. Go check out the site, see all the awesome stuff we have. We have a lot of DCTV coverage. We've also got Twitter and Instagram. The handle for both of them is @pure_fandom. And our Facebook page is facebook.com/BePureFandom, which is all one word. And if we just want to go around and y'all want to plug your Twitters real fast, I'm at Reagan D. Pierce on Twitter.
I am at Meg Bonnie Writer on Twitter.
I'm at Ellen Lake HG.
I'm at fandom_airlines.
I'm at Sarah
Sarah.
G 17.
Okay, Sarah is at Sarah_Gene17, if y'all didn't hear that. So thank you so much for joining us. It's been a lot of fun.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
And next time we'll have a full-on Sarah. Promise.
Yes. Yes.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.